What's going on, YouTube fam bam? It's your girl Daz with Daz Crazy Life, and I am back with another video. Y'all, we've got drama. No easy way to say it. We've got some major drama, and like to hear it? Here it goes. All right, you guys. So, as you guys know, we did the perk test. They could only find the perkable spots about 100 yards from, about 100 feet from the house, right? The Hubbarton, disclaimer, I have been telling the Hubbarton everything as we go. I tell him all the time. Half the time, he doesn't listen to me because he doesn't really care about it. He just wants me to handle everything and do everything, right? So he doesn't listen to me half the time when I'm talking to him about the property, which is evident by the fact that he acted brand new. Like when we went to the property and I was talking to him about it, again, he didn't even go and see the leach field. It's so hot out here. Let's go back to the hotel. I'm like, okay. Then he wakes me up, y'all, at like 2 o'clock in the morning. I guess he watched one of my videos because he is able to view the video before it comes out. So while it's in the pending stage or whatever, before it releases it, because I preset the date and time for it to release, he'll watch it, right? And so when he watched the video, he was like, oh, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. We will not have a pump pumping our waste from our house to the septic tank over that great of a distance, because when the pump fails, all that sewage is going to back up into our toilets. No, we're not doing that. We're putting the septic tank behind the house. And I told him, I said, oh, so you want to do the cap and fill method that's going to cost us almost $20,000. So you want to do that method. And he was like, I don't care what it costs. We're not doing the method where we have a pump and when that pump fails, sewage is being back up in our house. No, we're not going to do that. So I was like, baby, I told you about this during after the perk test. I told you all of this before we spent that money to have that area of the property cleared. Oh no, your mom's is gonna go there. That's okay, it wasn't a waste of money. We're gonna put your mom's right there. I said, so you wanna put my mom that close to our house? He said, yep, your mom is going there. That's who going there. Your mom's. I said, well, maybe we can put Trey there. Oh no, Trey's staying right in the back where he at. Trey's going back there. And I was just like, oh goodness, okay, all right. And he was like, no, no, no. So now you guys, I'm calling. I had to call a couple of companies this morning to get quotes on, because we're gonna do it 3 loads of dirt at a time. I'm waiting for Bill to call me back so I can find out what kind of dirt that I need. I know I can have some regular dirt, the most cost-effective. I know I can have some of the most cost-effective dirt, just regular field dirt, but I know I also need another type of dirt, because it was like 3 different types of dirt, layers of dirt when they found the perkable area. It wasn't all one kind of dirt. So I need to know. But yeah, so all this is gonna slow us down, y'all. Our home can't come out there until the site is ready for the septic to be placed, because when they deliver everything, we want to make sure that the septic and all that can be placed. Like, we're trying to make sure that once the house is sitting there, within 30 days, the house is fixed, ready to go, so we can move in it, right? We don't want it to be a situation where the house is sitting out there and 6 months later, now they can put it together. That would be our nightmare, right? So we have to get all this stuff done until it's just, it's interesting. And then, I don't know if I told you guys, but for Trey's site, we have to clear out another 30 by 70. And the young man said, oh no, you got to clear all this, because when they're bringing in each half of the manufactured home, they're not going to want to turn. So there's this huge bend, this huge turn in the road to get to Trey's site. And I turned like that on purpose. I meant for it to turn like that because that's how the original path was. And I was like, well, it'll be cheaper and easier to do it that way. Now come to find out, I got to clear all those trees out anyway, because when they are, the land clearer, he also puts in septics. He also works for Clayton Homes as well. He was telling me that when they come with the houses, with each half, it's more easy if they have a huge clear working space where they don't have to do a lot of turning and manipulation of each half. And I was like, but they have to turn on the highway. They have to turn on the roads. They have to do a lot of turning before they even get to the property. And he was like, trust me, you want to clear all of this out. All this got to go. So now we're clearing out that huge space. So it's going to be more than 30 by 70. It's going to be, I don't know, but it's a big space, right? And so, yeah, drama, y'all, drama. So it may not be happening this summer, guys. I wanted to have the kids out here. I wanted to have the houses out here, but we can't bring the houses if the lots aren't ready. And on the 2nd, I'm gonna still be in out of town working on the 2nd. That's the last shift that I work. I'm gonna run to Arkansas to pick up some stuff for a sponsored video that I'm gonna do. So I gotta pick up some stuff for that, and then like we're gonna leave at like 4 something in the morning so we can get to Mel and Gary's by 7:30, pick up the mail, and then beeline it over to Tim's. So it's just, y'all, it's it's something. we're having, it's so busy, you guys. And again, the Hubbardston and I both do the 4/12s a week. And I have my 3 days off in a row. And so it's just a trip, y'all. It is a complete trip, you guys. So I'm sorry. I know I said by July our kids are gonna be here. That was the plan, but now we have these major changes. So that's gonna slow us down. And I was really trying to get it done before Tyler goes back to school, because Tyler actually goes back to school the first week of August in Georgia, and he would go back to school, I think the first week of September or the last week of August, I guess, in Arkansas. So the houses probably won't be there set up, ready to go, probably until September or October, y'all. And, you know, my mom is like, hey, if it doesn't work out, let the boys stay here for another year until you got everything going. So I got to figure out how I'm going to do that. If I'm going to let them stay in Georgia for another year, because I hate to pull him out of the school year, because I know Tyler would hate that. He already told me, Mom, please, I don't want to be, what did he call it? Like when you're the new kid and the school year has already started, he's like, it's a nightmare. He don't want that to be him. He's seen it happen with other kids, and he don't want that. But once the houses are out there and we're living out there, I know I'm not gonna wanna live in a different state, like I'm already living. Like right now it's different because we're living in a schoolie, right? Obviously I don't want my baby living in a schoolie, you know, with me permanently while I get everything going, right? So my mom is here. We got a great support system with family. We're going ahead and we're doing that. But when the homes are there and I have a comfortable place, clean, comfortable, nice place for them, obviously it will be nothing like what we had in Georgia, because to duplicate what we had in Georgia, we would more than likely only be able to have 2 houses, and we are going to have at least 3 houses, at least 3, possibly 4. Because again, our father-in-law is coming as well, and he wants his own house too. So we are going the most cost-effective way so that we can have all these different houses, right? So that's what we're doing. But it'll be clean, it'll be nice, it'll be cute, you know, and at the end of the day, they're houses, right? So I'm just grateful that things are working out. But like my bro David with Come On Homesteading, like he says, it's a plan. You got a game plan, but it ain't a set plan. And clearly that is happening right now. All right, you guys. So discussions with Des has officially started, y'all, because this is a trip. I must say, this is a freaking trip. This is a trip. So the Hubbarton is on his way home from work. I've been up since 7 a.m. and it's probably 7:40 by now, something like that. And Thursday morning, 7:40. So yeah, it's fantastified. That's all I can say. And then you guys, we clear out the land, right? Then we have to burn it and dispose of it, because where he put it, it kind of is not hidden. So I'm gonna try to see like what he already put. I'm gonna try to see if he can haul that. Of course, it's gonna be for a fee. Haul that off to another place for them to. He said he has a couple of associates that have giant holes in the ground places, and it's constantly burning. They're constantly burning stuff in the holes. So he's gonna let me know what the rate is for him to haul it over there so that they can dispose of it, because hauling it to somewhere on the property that's not going to work too well, because to get it in the areas that we're more than likely not going to use, the trucks can't get in there. So that's the other situation. The trucks can't get in there. So, but anyway, we're going to keep this thing going, y'all. Hey, this is what happens when you're making a family compound from scratch. You're dealing with raw land from scratch. And, you know, that's why the land was very cost effective, because all the work that you got to put in it, you know. And so yeah, now we're going to be bringing in, again, just to recap, now we have to bring in, we're going to start with 3 loads of that massive Tonka truck dirt. We're going to start with 3 loads of the dirt, put right behind where the house pads sit on that slope. We're going to put 1 load literally right behind it, kind of lateral with it. And then I'm going to instruct one of the trucks to back up on the actual pad and dump it like that. And then on that slope on the other side where the debris was, I'm gonna have that truck back in towards that part of it and dump dirt there. And we're gonna see, because they are massive Tonka truck dump trucks, not the little ones. This one is like massive, like just as big as the trucks that drop the gravel for my road, that type of truck. So I'm talking to that company to see how much each load of dirt is. And I'm waiting, like I said, for Bill to call me back and tell me what 2 types of dirt that I need for me to be able to pass yet another perk test, y'all. This is a mess. So yeah, but anywho, you guys, thank you guys so much for watching. And you know what, I take that back. It is not a mess. This is just part of getting your property together, right? So thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. This has been Des with Des Crazy Life, signing off. Bye, guys. Y'all, I thought the Hubbarton was pulling up. That's why I recorded it. Ooh, excuse me. That's why I recorded in the RV bathroom. We're at the RV park in the state where we're working, and the Hubbarton should be here by now. I hope all is well. I tried to call him, but it went straight to voicemail, so he's probably in a bad area. But yeah, so just continue to keep us lifted up in prayer, you guys. We're getting it done. Rome was not built in a day. Please be patient with us. I know a lot of you guys are like, when? But we're rolling with it, you guys. We're moving forward. We're doing everything we can. We want it to happen fast too, because the faster we can get it done, the faster we can have our kids out here and all will be well, right, you guys? So we are working just as hard, right, to try to make this happen, get things going. Yeah, so I don't know. Hopefully we can get at least one of the houses out before school starts. Hopefully we can get at least one of the houses out there, set up, septic tank installed, all the things, right? Electric, water, all the things. So hopefully we can get all the things taken care of. And again, the young man one of the people from the water company, no, he was from the power company, and he measured how far Trey's lot is from the road, right? How far his lot is from the road, right? And so he already told us it's going to be 5 stacks. And it's 5 stacks because they have to clear one side of the road, because it has to be 20 feet clear on each side of the trees. So, and I was like, but aren't you running the wire underground? He was like, it doesn't matter. It has to be a 20-foot clearance on each side. So I don't know. I'm thinking about having that area 20 feet cleared on that side that he was talking about, clearing it myself up front. I'm thinking about doing that. That way I can go ahead and dispose of the trees, because they don't dispose of the trees. They just knock them down and push them to the side. So you're looking at all that debris as you go down the road. I definitely don't want that. And I have to pay them $5,000, and they're not even gonna dispose of the debris that they create. So I'm thinking I might as well pay Morgan to go down and clear that area, because that was why they didn't charge for where our property is, because the tree line is cleared. Like, it's from tree line to tree line, it's a huge open space. So he was like, oh, it's not going to cost you anything. And I was like, oh, okay, say no more. So I'm going to call him and verify that I won't have to pay anything if I clear those trees down. Because when I clear it, I care about the property, right? So I'm going to remove the debris and have it hauled off somewhere. So I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do. I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do. So you guys stay tuned. And the video is ending for real this time. Bye.
For less than 7 cents a day, you can become a member of Des Crazy Life, a channel that is dedicated to laughs and happy tears through our ridiculified shenanigans. Des Crazy Life and partners are not responsible for any accidental farts, sharts, or accidental pee-pees while viewing crazified content. Viewer discretion is advised.